in prime time on a Wednesday night. Where else would you rather be? Undefeated South Carolina comes to town against number 24 Clemson. The Gamecocks off to their best start in 7 years. The Clemson Tigers, their best start in 15 years. And away we go from P.J. Hall versus Stephen Clark in the opening tap, controlled by Carolina in the all-black uniforms. Clemson in the home whites.
And Clemson starts in the man-to-man.
Here's Miles Studi, the transfer from Vanderbilt, the spin, and too strong. Dan, let's talk about keys tonight. What do you like?
Both teams shoot the three very well. Neither team turns it over very much. And I think those two facets are going to be very important for this game.
First touch for P.J. Hall, going to work on Clark. He's short, and Clark the rebound.
Hall looked like he had a couple more dribbles. He could have gotten closer that time, and that's going to be a dilemma for South Carolina. How do you defend Hall down there? Do you let Clark play him one-on-one? They did that time, and they had success.
Gamecocks have been outstanding in the transfer portal. The starting five tells you that. Clark, who came in from the Citadel, connecting from downtown.
Now, when we're talking about their three-point shooters, we aren't really thinking about him. That's his second make on his third attempt. You give him that much time, he can knock it down.
Hall inside, the response.
And that's where he's going to have a problem. I don't think he's big enough to handle P.J. Hall that close to the basket.
Tigers' big acquisition in the offseason, Joe Girard III, who came from Syracuse after 4 quality seasons in the Empire State, and he has paid immediate dividends from three-point range and in the assist category as well early for Brad Brownell. Shot clock down to 5. Here's B.J. Mack, and the big fella connects.
And Mack for
Hunter launching. Clark, another rebound, is second.
And Hunter comes in as a 38% three-point shooter.
Michi Johnson, the Euro, and the finish.
That was some tough move, and he's attacking Joe Girard. And remember, Joe Girard spent the last 4 years at Syracuse where they didn't play a lot of man-to-man.
It's a lot of 2-3, Coach Boeheim. P.J. Hall, no. Miles Studi, the rebound.
So Clemson starting out cold from beyond the arc early.
Michi Johnson, that's a 3. And it's 10-2 Gamecocks.
Girard, that time he went through him.
That's one way to do it.
Yep, absolutely.
Off the screen, Chase Hunter. P.J. Hall in the offensive glass. And a chance for 3. 3 the hard way. Off the mark.
That's very tough. Wiggins has a size advantage, and Wiggins is every bit as quick as Cooper.
Outside to Hall, that's a 3. And it's good.
That's going to be hard for Josh Gray to cover. He's just not fast enough to stay with P.J. Hall. He's got to play off in case Hall drives around him.
P.J. Hall has scored all 7 of Clemson's points, a steal by Shefflin. Wiggins thinking about it, and hit it. A 1-point game.
It appears, based on the start of this game, that we're going to have some points scored.
That was our educated guess coming in. Here's Gray with position. Strong finish with a left hand.
And that's going to be a problem for P.J. What a great rebound by Shefflin. He left his area, went right in front of Gray, and grabbed that ball.
Here's Girard, bumps, and a foul. A physical start, an entertaining start, and P.J. Hall
has knocked down both of their three-point attempts.
What could be a quad 1 victory. Our 2 featured games, Vermont and Virginia Tech at 4, followed by Northeast.
Both teams showcasing their depth early in the game, Roy.
I mean, they honestly go 8, 9, 10 deep, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Mack, a controlled finish and a bump and a foul.
And that's a problem for Clemson because Mack is a guy, he can catch it inside. He is so skilled offensively, B.J. Mack. Not Mack. Mack has played very, very well.
1 of 2 at the stripe. Leida from the Netherlands claims the rebound. Dylan Hunter on the floor. Good look to Lida. Double teamed. Up and in.
Roy, he made.
Friendly fire almost cost the Tigers the rebound. Girard has yet to get involved in the scoring column.
What a pass.
Free throws coming, and Clemson a chance to gain its first lead.
Boz Lida.
Coming up, Lida back to the stripe. Clemson with its first. Chances are he had to learn how to pass the basketball, knowing how well they shot back
Well,
in the day.
not only they were good shooters, but their dad was the coach on the bench telling him to pass the ball.
It all adds up. 8 minutes in. Johnson for three, and he connects. Gamecocks back in front.
Again, Lida did not catch that one cleanly. But a good job by Mack.
On the floor for Carolina, Colin Murray Boyles. That's a good sign if you're a fan of the Garnet and Black. One of the top high school prospects in the country from Columbia, up and in, and that's one of the reasons why.
Well, he's 6'7". Free throw, he'd have come out of the game. P.J. Hall has been sitting over there for a while, and Lida is really sucking wind.
Still waiting for the under 12 media timeout, by the way. Davis off the high ball screen. Over to Johnson, and another three.
Well, clearly you cannot give him as much.
Dan, at some point in the near future, they want to get it out. Maybe go to the links and play 18.
Well, not in the near future, but at some point in the future.
Well, let's go maybe May or June. Girard up and in. He forced it up, and that'll stop an 8-0 run for Carolina.
That is one of the most underrated aspects of Joe Girard's game. He is a really good post-up guy. But somehow Clemson has to find a way to stop Meechie Johnson. He's made all 4 of his shots, 3 of them threes. He's got a couple of assists.
Inside the freshman, Murray Boyles, AC Flora High School graduate in Columbia. His first significant minutes of the season, and already 4 points.
And so far in this game, South Carolina doing about whatever they want on the offensive end.
Here's Girard. 5 quick on the board for 11 in white. Start for a 6'2" guard to be able to back you down to the post, even if the defender is taller.
Uh-oh.
Chauncey Wiggins, no. P.J. Hall, yes. 2-point game.
Now, Wiggins is a guy who can shoot the three. They encourage him to shoot the three. That one was a little bit wide of the mark. Nice rebound by Hall.
Miles Studi, step back triple. And Girard the rebound.
That was really good defense by Shefflin.
Shefflin on the other end. The spin and the finish.
A little bit, but they haven't. Neither team has found a rhythm except Meechie Johnson. What a pass.
Missed the chippy. Godfrey off the mark. B.J. Mack attacking and finishing.
Wow, P.J.
The price of admission right here. It's worth it watching these two. Outside to Davis. That's a three.
China scores well over 70 points a game, and it's only 28 at this point.
Johnson against Chase Hunter. Cooper defended by Girard. Beautiful spin off glass. 30-23.
That's a tough matchup. We talked about Cooper and his skills. Another
and
offensive
an offensive foul. If that's Hall, that's number 2.
I think it's Girard.
An impressive showing on the road. Round 2 of the ACC SEC Challenge, if you will. Mack rejected by Godfrey. He'll get it back. Swatted again. Tigers with time. Beadle stripped by Johnson. And that'll do it for our first 20 minutes. The Tigers go nearly 8 of those minutes without a point. Dan, you're...
Clemson only 2 for 8 in the first half. They've got to make some threes in this half to get their offense rolling.
Gamecocks led at halftime in every game this year. They're a perfect 7-0. And in search of another resume-building win under second-year head coach Lamont Paris. Mack against Shefflin. Big man basketball, and Mack again takes advantage inside.
And Joe Girard cannot afford to drop down and help out because Meechie Johnson has shot the ball so well from three.
Mack has 7. Tigers back to work.
That's where they need to go.
Studi thinking about the double team, outside for 3. And a big start to the second half. 3 of 10 from deep. South Carolina 5 of 14. And Hall says not tonight.
That's his 3rd blocked shot in the second half. We've yet to play 2 minutes. But again, Hall is leaving Clark. You see that Clark isn't even in your picture, and that's who Hall is guarding. Clark comes into the picture now, and he sees Hall leave. He's got to get himself in a position where they can find him.
Johnson for 3. Deep shot, and he buried it. And Wiggins will shoot 2. Coming up Saturday, December 6th on the ESPN app.
Well, the Clemson Tigers, they've got to dig in on the defensive end, particularly against Meechie Johnson.
He's defended by Chase Hunter. The matchup to watch for both sides. Turnaround by Mack. Poked out to Cooper.
Well, I thought he was going to pull the trigger on that one.
Well, he just watched Johnson hit one from that distance moments ago. Studi, Clark, and a chance for 3.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. That time, Clark, when he sees P.J. Hall leave the Citadel. Out of the game. That was a good, nice job by Hall. You know, P.J. Hall left him and blocked a couple shots, and he finally made Clemson pay for it.
38-28. Hall defended by the freshman. He'll take advantage. Strong finish at the rack.
Well, they're fortunate that one didn't go into the bin.
Shefflin made that pass blind. Hunter somehow corralled it. And now finally finishes. 38-32.
Let's see if Clemson sticks with the zone. Sometimes you play a zone because your opponent is moving so well and it slows them down.
Mack was stripped. He was fouled going up. Well, veteran officiating crew Ron Groover made that call. Middle.
Now, South Carolina has been very impressive so far in a very tough atmosphere. But Clemson's problems today have been much more on the offensive end than the defensive end. They have to figure out a way to score consistently, and I think the way they do it is to have P.J. Hall handle the ball.
Here's Hunter attacking, and he will shoot 2 when we come back. He's got 2 points tonight, just 1 of 7 from the floor. 87. It's the latest in the history of this rivalry. These two teams have both come in undefeated. Hunter 1 for 2.
Well, now, again, Clemson's got to dig in on the defensive end. Now they're back to the man-to-man.
Johnson with a step. The ball movement. Studi wide open for 3.
And that's why you go to the zone, because the ball movement has been so good for South Carolina, particularly in the second half. And again, Studi is an outstanding three-point shooter. Just great player movement and ball movement.
First points of the night for the transfer from Vanderbilt, Miles Studi. Lead back to 9. P.J. Hall to Shefflin. Rejected at the rack by Murray Boyles. What a block. And on the other end, a foul called. South Carolina will shoot 2. That'll go on Shefflin. Bono early. Just came back the last game against George Washington.
To find Hall in the low post.
6 minutes into our second half. Girard will back him down. Hunter picked up by Johnson. The turnaround is there.
Nice cut by Hunter because
inside to Wiggins.
Nice
We
job.
willed that one in.
Well, nice job taking advantage of the mismatch. They got.
Again.
No, not really. They've done a nice job pressuring the ball. They've got good quickness and size at just about every position, and it's been a tough matchup for Clemson.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because you looked at them, watched them during shoot-around. The basic implication was they passed the eye test inside. That was
shooting the ball well, and I'm not sure that in that situation you take the ball without P.J. Hall. You take that shot without P.J. Hall handling the ball.
You want every possession the ball going inside at 24. Girard with the three. He thought
Clemson has now gone with a relatively small lineup.
Third foul on Clark. Approaching 11 to play. Godfrey inside, and we're tied at 44. And we've been tied tonight. Boy, Johnson thought about it. He wants it back. 5 to shoot. Cooper drains a three.
Wow. That was another deep three. And he's their best percentage three-point shooter.
48% coming in, Dan, to your point. Gamecocks have led throughout. Clemson only had a brief advantage for 24 seconds. Shefflin with a fadeaway. Grown man basketball inside. Beadle. Clemson has the lead.
That time he used a nice P.J. Hall screen very close to the basket. Beadle's got some quickness, so they're going to try him on Meechie Johnson.
Last lead by the Tigers at 14-13. And Clark draws the foul inside. P.J. Hall just picked up his third. Does Brad Brownell have to take him out now? Stephen Clark has doubled, more than doubled his scoring output. Shot clock under 10. Cooper against Beadle. No look dish to Clark. Lays it up and in.
Any doubt.
Back to live action. 3-point game.
Oh
out
my.
of the timeout. Wiggins drains a three, and we're tied again. Godfrey. Hunter the rebound. The pump fake. Wiggins again. Yes! Appears to be okay. He's currently on the South Carolina bench. Johnson out of the timeout is wide open. And the rebound claimed by Murray Boyles. Back to Johnson. Another look. This time makes him pay. Tied at 54.
For white shirts.
Not able to take a look at that one. Here's B.J. Mack against Shefflin. And a foul on the floor.
It's the right call.
Mack 2 of 4 at the line, make it 3 of 5.
And that is a real...
Average over 16 points and 5 boards per game last year. 2 for 2 at the line.
But as you said, maybe the biggest part of that whole thing is the fourth foul on Shefflin.
He's been held in check tonight for the most part. Until now. Clemson back in front by 1. Murray Boyles for 3. Shefflin the rebound.
Well, Mack is down. You got to push.
Girard wants it. Shefflin has it. And jams it home! Davis and the response.
Shefflin has 4 fouls.
Johnson hit another gear, and the pass picked off by Hall. Here comes Hunter. Up and in.
It's only Hunter's 3rd field goal of the night, and that was a big one in transition.
Hunter has 7, the lead at 3, ties Clemson's largest. Mack between the legs. Shot clock under 5.
Who do they get?
Out inside, was it Wiggins or Shefflin? Free throw in the career of Murray Boyles. And he's 1 for 2 for Murray Boyles. Big possession for Clemson.
Boy, Murray Boyles really going against P.J. Hall.
Hunter to Shefflin against Mack. Wiggins for 3. Hall the rebound. Hall will shoot 2. Make it T player of the week, 1 of 2 at the line. They get 1 of 3. Shefflin chases down the rebound.
How many good things does Shefflin do?
He's got 8 boards tonight, Dan. Out of their motion offense. Shot clock at 5. Hunter for 3. And he buried it. Murray Boyles inside against Hunter. He'll shoot 2. Boyles, 1 of 3 at the line. 0 for 2. Tigers have their largest lead and then turn it over off the
Carolina.
Michi Johnson in traffic.
I think Shefflin got a piece of that.
The putback is there, the lead back to 4, and a timeout called by Lamont.
We're talking about the fact, once we stop them, we got to get the ball.
Wiggins has to go.
It's a 5-second violation.
And a costly turnover.
And Brad Brownell is telling him, call timeout.
No time went off the clock there. Hall forced to stay on the court. Gamecocks get it back. B.J. Mack is wide open. Shefflin the rebound. That was a big miss. And Shefflin fouled over the back. Points and 9 boards so far. Missed the free throw. Under a minute to go. Johnson. Shefflin. Rebound number 10.
Got to keep the ball moving here.
And Girard chews up about 5 seconds before finally getting fouled. That comes with playing in 120 career games before this season. Lead back to 6. Right inside, no. Shefflin clears. Girard lost the handle. Studi, no. And a foul called against the Tigers. One more for...
Of course, you got to get the rebound if he misses.
Friendly bounce. Gamecocks 11 of 17 at the stripe tonight. Shot clock is off. Shefflin pushed from behind by Michi Johnson.
Double-double for Ian Shefflin.
He found a way tonight. Wasn't always pretty with the 4 personals. Gamecocks running out of time. And a timeout called by Lamont Paris. Solved in the stands tonight. Johnson's got to go. Mack. Another rebound by guess who?
Of course. And they got it in gear from
last 3 basketball games, has secured 43 rebounds. Missed the free throw there. Davis the rebound.
And just get out of the way now. Don't foul anybody.
Johnson launching and connecting on one more 3. And a quick timeout for Lamont Paris. And can call. They'll get it to P.J. Hall, quickly fouled by Stute.
And that's a really good play by Clemson. Hall, with his size, and him very, very well. Which is one of the
Clemson student section. Remember the football score from 2.5 weeks ago. The basketball rivalry doesn't take on quite the same meaning and feeling as football. But for the team that wins it, it's pretty special.
Now you just get out of the way. Oh my heavens. That is the last thing you want to do. You just get out of the way.
Second foul on Hunter. That'll put Johnson back at the line. Gamecocks led by 7 at halftime. Before the Tigers started to mount their comeback. And that comeback officially complete. 72-67. Clemson over South Carolina. Third win this season when trailing at the half for Brad Brownell's team.